It's Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Today I have got a fantastic flashcard 2.0 card for you, a Christmas card, because boy, we are definitely in the Christmas season, aren't we? We're real busy getting those cards made. I love the way this one came out. I'm not sure if you can really see it there, but I've got a really nice dry embossing texture going on. It almost makes it kind of look like almost like fabric, really. It's a really great one. Check out the inside. So we got a nice little window, really fun little card. It's really simple to make too, so let's get started. All right, so to create our card today, we're going to be using the Flashcard 2.0 template. Now, if you are brand new to flashcards, this is a concept you've never heard of before, there is a video you're going to want to watch first. And if you will do a quick search on YouTube for Connie Stewart, Flashcards 2.0, you'll see the template of where I take 2 pieces of cardstock. I keep them all cut and prepped at all times. And when I need a card and a flash, I can just grab those 2. I can grab a card base and I'm ready to go. Be sure to check that one out. Now my colors today are Whisper White and Lost Lagoon. My card base today is in Pool Party. I have that cut at 8.5 by 5.5. It's scored at 4 1/4. It's going to fit into one of our medium-sized envelopes. Perfect for the holidays. All right, well, let's go ahead and just start with the card since we have it here. We're going to be using the Decorative Label Punch. And what I want to do is I want to cut out a punch here at the bottom. I want to warn you, don't go all the way up. It's way, way, way too high. So I'm just going to line up my cardstock here on the side and, you know, kind of bringing it down here. Oh, I'm probably giving myself, I don't know, what did I give myself? Maybe about a 1/2 inch or so. So I've got that, save this piece. And actually we can go ahead and set this off to the side and we can go ahead and do our stamping. I am going to bring in a Stampin' Pierce mat. You can see I've got some paper over it to protect it. My 3 ink pads today are Island Indigo, Lost Lagoon, and Pool Party. I love these 3 shades of blue together. We're going to start with Island Indigo. And the stamp set I'm going to be using today is Endless Wishes. You guys have seen me use this one a lot. It's gorgeous. And I love this font. I really do. And I love the softness of these snowflakes. So I'm going to start with Island Indigo. The reason I'm using this mat underneath me is because this is a photopolymer set, and that's very important. Let me come in now with Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to come in with the medium-sized snowflake. And we're going to just stamp that one and kind of fill in some spots. My last one in Pool Party, and that's for that little baby guy. We're just going to come in and stamp this small snowflake, kind of use it to fill in. Whoops, what did I do? Little flying thing there. All right, so you can see we've got that all stamped. Now let's come in with our Lost Lagoon flashcard piece, and we're going to stamp our sentiment on here. I'm going to come back in with the Island Indigo, so the darker blue. I have got Sending You Cheer, and there is my word Christmas. So I did kind of set it up a little bit ahead of time. You can stamp these separately though. I kind of just wanted to save some time there, and I put them all together. So now I can put the word Christmas right in between, and I can get that nice and tight. I kind of like that. We're now going to come back in with the Decorative Label Punch. We're going to punch that out. And remember, we used that little snowflake in Pool Party. Let's go ahead and stamp a couple little snowflakes right there on each end of that. Okay, beautiful. You know what? I've got it here. Let's go ahead and do what we need to do to this. I'm going to put some adhesive here on the back, and I've got this laying flat. We're just going to stick it in to that window. I can lift it up, and now it's sitting right where I want it. Okay, now we're ready to go ahead and do the embossing. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to bring in a silicone mat for this, because it is kind of crucial that I get the adhesive all along the edges kind of tight. The reason why, when we do this kind of dry embossing technique, we want to make sure everything is really pressed down well. So we're going to line this up here inside the Lost Lagoon, covering up that center part. Now, I do want to take the little piece that I punched out. Here we go. Remember, this is the piece that I punched out there. I'm actually going to use this to fill in. And here's why. Depending on what embossing folder you use, when you run this through, we don't want that hole in the back to leave any kind of impression behind. That would look awful. We wouldn't want that. Okay, oops, let me bring that back in because I need to adhere this to my card. Again, I am kind of aggressive with the adhesive. Normally, snail adhesive, you don't need quite that much. But again, because I don't want any issues with this when I run it through my embossing. Okay, now I got to tell you, it is really pretty like that. We could leave it like that, but let's go ahead and do this embossing technique. I have got, oh goodness, there I go again. I get on the camera going and I forget the name of things. I believe it's called the Decorative Dots embossing folder. And I'm just going to line up the score line of my card with the top of those dots, and I'm going to run that through my Big Shot machine. All right, I've run that through. Look at that gorgeous embossing that we have going on there. It's just fabulous. I'm now going to take, I've got about 11 inches of the Lost Lagoon satin taffeta ribbon, I believe is what it's called. It's gorgeous and it ties really pretty. We're going to tie this in a square knot right here, right over left, left over right, and only pull what's in your left hand and you'll get a really pretty nice little knot there. Let's take our craft scissors and just trim off the extra, trim it down just a little bit. And then we're going to do one more thing just to pretty it up. Well, I think it's gorgeous just like that. But you know, I got to have a little bling. I mean, a card without bling, it just ain't got that thing. So let's take some of our Silver Sparkle Dazzling Details and just inside the center of each snowflake, because you know, snowflakes need silver sparkle, don't you think? So we can go on there. And then inside here, we've got 2 snowflakes that need a little sparkle as well. What do you think? That is all there is to it. Let me go ahead and bring in my original because I want to let that one dry. Remember, that does need to dry a little bit. And I was going to show you too, I also stamped just a little bit on the inside as well. I've got plenty of room to write my message. If you like to write a lot in your Christmas cards, you might want to forget that one. But if you're like me and you get a little tongue-tied in a card, this is just right. So there you go. That is our card for today. Yeah, just that little bit of bling really brightens up this card. I really love how this one turned out. I hope that you do too. Remember, you can order all the supplies to make your Christmas cards this year at simplysimplestamping.com. There's an online order button up at the top right-hand corner. Click it, order what you need, but choose what you've already got on hand. And also, if you love the idea of flashcards, but maybe you're not real crazy about all that cutting, well, you can also order flashcards to go. Pick your favorite color family, and I'll send you all the supplies to make 40 flashcards, everything cut, scored, envelopes. It's all there. It's really great. Flashcards to go. Those are available in the United States and only at one place, simplysimplestamping.com. I hope you guys will check it out. Have a terrific day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.